everybody, Serious Survivor here. We're here today to check out the WISE 5-Day Emergency Survival First Aid with Food and Water Kit. It's an emergency 5-day survival kit. It's good for keeping in your car or something like that. There's a lot of good things in here, and we're going to talk about the things, then we're going to open the pack and we're going to look at all the things individually. First of all, it starts off, we're going to have 32 servings of gourmet entrees in here. And this includes apple cinnamon cereal, brown sugar cereal, creamy pasta, Southwest beans and rice, hearty tortilla soup, and whey milk. So there's even powdered milk in here. So there's a lot to eat and drink in here. There's 5 pouches of water in this. These are 4.23, if I'm not mistaken, fluid ounce pouches of water. A portable stove, including fuel tablets, a stainless steel cup, a squeeze flashlight, 5-in-1 survival whistle, a 42-piece first aid and hygiene kit, and this will include like a 37-piece bandage kit with a dust mask and some pocket tissues, 3 wet naps, and even a waste bag. There's also a pack of waterproof matches in here, a Mylar blanket, emergency poncho, and a deck of playing cards for if you get bored during those 5 days of survival. And this is going to have a total calorie input of about 5,160. So there's a lot of calories in here too to help keep you going in case of an emergency. So what we're going to do is we're going to open this thing up for the first time and we're going to look at the contents of it. These you can get retail for less than 80 bucks, including tax and shipping. So you can get them at a pretty good price, and it's a pretty good peace of mind to have in your vehicle, maybe on your boat, somewhere like that. So let's check out what's inside of it. I'm going to start off by just tearing off the label. And now I'm going to open the pack and take out the contents just one by one and show them to you. First section is empty here, so you have a wide open spot for storage and some more storage right here. Feels like a pretty decent backpack. Feels pretty solid. So now as we open it up, I'll begin to remove the contents. Remember, this is the first time I have opened this pack. So everything is still boxed up in the original factory packaging. So let's take it out and see what we got. Well, in here, we got a dust mask, a respirator. You know, that could come in handy if you're in an environment there's a lot of smoke or some particles you need to filter out. It's your standard dust mask. Pretty handy piece of equipment. Then you have a cup here. Look, you got a cup. There's our waste bag we were talking about to put your waste in. Some antiseptic cleaning wipes. You got 3 of those. Those would come in handy if you had an open wound or anything like that. Your waste bag and your wipes, as you can see. Next we have our stainless steel cup. We all know that a cup's going to come in very handy. Very handy. Nice little cup. Seems somewhat sturdy. Nice little cup. There's a squeeze dynamo flashlight, and this is made by, looks like it says ACP Camp. So we can open this up and check out this little flashlight and see if we can get something out of it. There we go. Nice little flashlight. Hey, we all know that'll come in handy. Hard times. See what else we have in here. We have a device here that is multi-purpose, it looks like. This is your survival whistle. See someone, if you're near a lake or something, they're out on a boat, they can't see you, they can't hear you, this whistle will do a lot of good. Has a built-in compass on the end of it. Built-in compass. I don't see any bubbles or anything in the compass. It looks pretty decent to me. And if you open it up, a signal mirror. A signal mirror, or for grooming purposes, whatever. And you have the open end of the whistle. So a whistle with a lanyard, signal. You got a signal mirror in there, also with a compass. Pretty nice little deal. We have some instructions about our aqua tabs here. Pack of tissues just for personal grooming, personal hygiene, all types of uses. Our poncho, emergency poncho, just your standard little Standard little poncho to help you if you get caught out in the cold and the rain. Keep yourself dry. Our waterproof matches. Waterproof matches. They seem pretty good. Check them out. Waterproof matches. Not wet, but they sure strike like that. Our playing cards. Nice little deck of playing cards. If you get bored, if you're stuck by yourself, get a little game of solitaire. If you got somebody with you, some poker, rummy, spades. Here we have a collapsible camping stove. A collapsible camping stove. So let's check this out. It's a collapsible camping stove. Looks like a pretty simple device. Basically opens up. Let's see how it opens up. Opens up here, and here are your pellets. So here are your pellets. So you set the stove, use your pellet, place the top on it, fix your cup of coffee. Well, it doesn't have coffee, but fix your cup of hot water to fix your food with. So a nice little collapsible camping stove there. Put it back together pretty easy. It just goes back together, folds back together. Top fits right on it. And the fuel tabs fit inside of it. There's a box for that. Here we have a couple of more items in here, along with some water purification tablets. Water purification tablets. There's 5 of these in here. 5. We have an emergency Mylar blanket. Not going to open this. I think we've all seen these. Emergency Mylar blanket. Can come in really handy too if it's cold out. First aid kit. Now I realize it's not the largest first aid kit in the world, but you have a lot of bandages, some Q-tips, prep pad, a few prep pads, butterfly or a band-aid, and some sterile gauze in here. So it can help you with small cuts, small wounds. You can clean them out. You can dress them a little bit with that. No, it's not a military-grade surgical kit, but yeah, it'll do the job for those small cuts, those small injuries. So let's see what else we got. Here, in a pack by itself, we have 5 packs of purified drinking water. I'm not going to open these. They all contain water. It's all been purified, sterilized. You know, it's nothing in it but just pure water. And there are 5 packs here, so you got enough to cook a good 5 meals here if you don't have a water source, or 5 days. This will keep you alive. Then next, we have what Wise is famous for. Next, and it's the food supply. Wise produces a lot of products. I've dealt with them for many years. And I've yet to deal with one of their products I didn't like. So let's see what kind of food they're putting in these backpacks. Here we start off, we've got our whey milk alternative. There's enough there for, read on it, I would have to look, but I would have to say a gallon of milk at least. You got enough for probably that much. Hearty tortilla soup. Hearty tortilla soup. One of the things I like about Wise products is the freeze, dry, and dehydration process. These can be saturated with hot water using your camping stove and your cup there. They can also be saturated with cold water, and they'll saturate properly. It's a very good product. I've eaten them many times, and it's much better than MREs or some other products that I've tried. Get a wide variety in here if you notice something different. Each package contains 4 servings, brown sugar and maple, apples, cinnamon cereal, 4 servings. You got here 4 servings of hearty tortilla soup. You have here 4 servings of creamy pasta and vegetables, followed by 4 servings of Southwest rice and beans. So Wise is it's put together a pretty good little package for under 80 bucks. You look here total, you've got many servings of food. Then you have your gallon of milk, Total here, you got 5 pouches of 4 servings, 20 servings. A gallon of milk at least. I'm going to have to look and make sure I'm right on that. 5 packets of water. Got some tissues. First aid kit for small injuries. Playing cards so that we don't get too bored out there. A cooking stove. Nice little foldable cooking stove. That's pretty handy there. We have our cup so we can drink our water, eat our food, but you can't eat these foods directly out of the pouch. An emergency blanket. Our water purification. Our poncho for when it gets too rainy for us. A couple more antiseptic cleansing pads. Our nice little squeeze flashlight. Shines a pretty good light on everything. You can't beat one of these. Wise only has what I consider top quality products. You know, this is definitely, some of this is not the most expensive. Like that's not the most expensive compass on the market, but knowing where it came from, this company, I would count on this compass. I would use it until I was proved wrong with it. Survival whistle, 5-in-1. And our, let's not forget, our waterproof matches. And there are 40 matches in there, so if you don't know how to start a fire, you can at least start 40 there. And 40 ought to do you for more than 5 days. Followed by our handy gas mask and our disposal bag. So as we can see, in my opinion, the Wise 5-day product, their 5-day backpack, it contains a lot for less than 80 bucks. This is a, you know, an excellent investment in my opinion, but don't consider it a full bug out complement because it's not. You know, we don't see, we would definitely want to improve upon the first aid area of it. The food and water is good for just, if we thinking this for 5-day bug out situation. But obviously there are no weapons here. We could also, you might want to incorporate some line, some rope of some type. But a little bit about the food is when you rehydrate the food, especially with boiling water, and let it sit for the appropriate amount of time, it differs depending on which food you're eating. But read the package, and if you let it set for the appropriate amount of time and take up in that hot water, then this food tends to maintain its original flavor, its original shape, color, and texture. And it does maintain its nutritional values. Now, on the back of the survival pack label, it gives all of the nutritional values, which I'll also be putting on slides at the end of this video. And it's excellent nutritional values, I think, especially for survival food. Now, all the food is condensed, so it takes up less space. We see these small packs, and I can get along for a while. It's not like I got 10 canned goods in here, 20 canned goods. And also talk about the weight of it. This is very lightweight, but these 4 servings will keep me going for a couple of days. So that's a good thing. And the food does completely reconstitute itself when water is added back to it. So for $80 or less, you can even find it cheaper on some websites, SeriousSporting.com being one. And sometimes you can find these much lower. But even for $80, if you pay full price to get the quality of the backpack, which is of, in my opinion, decent quality. You have some extra compartments here, straps. You can add a lot of accessories onto this backpack, and it's you know, it's made pretty well. It's pretty strong. It is a more economy side bug out bag to begin with, but it's really good, especially if you haven't put together a bug out bag before, because it's going to have some of the bare essentials in there that you're going to need. You can always add more to it. Remember, you're not stuck with just what you got. There's always tomorrow you can pick up something else, and you know, unless something happens, of course. But excellent investment for your money, at least in my opinion. We'll look forward to the future. This is Serious Survivor. I'd like to say thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if you like these videos. We'll be presenting more product reviews. This is the first in a line of Wise that we're going to do. And Wise makes some excellent products, and we're going to see the benefits of a lot of their products. We're also going to have some preparation videos showing exactly how to prepare this food with hot and cold water. And we're also going to be bringing a lot more products for the testing, so stay tuned. Like and subscribe if you would like. And Serious Survivor out.